Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here. This game is called Deus Ex. This is the original game that came out in the year 2000, I believe. Pretty crazy if you think about it. This is 12 years ago now, and it's won a ton of awards. I actually was really inspired to play this game after watching somebody else start playing it. And after about 15 minutes, I was like, okay, I gotta play this game because I've always wanted to play Human Revolution, but a lot of you guys have suggested to me that I actually play this game first. And again, after I saw it, I was like, yeah, this looks pretty cool. Looks like there's a really thick story to it and all that kind of stuff, so I'm into it. I've played through the first section, and just to get the hang of the controls and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be repeating that for you guys here, but there's a lot of different ways we could handle it too, but I'll probably stick to what I just did so that I'm comfortable with it, and then from that point I'll be completely blind. So I do want to actually give the channel a shout out that I saw it on. It is youtube.com/unfairplus and youtube.com/unfairreviews. So this guy, he's played through these games numerous times. He knows like pretty much everything about them from what I gathered in the first 20 minutes. And yeah, go check it out. He's doing some non-blind playthroughs of both games, and really cool guy, very relaxed, sounds like, and knows his stuff. I will be completely blind. So hopefully you guys are into that, and if you want, check out both. Also, if you've played this game before, I would love to hear any advice, any tips that you have. Just as I did when I started this channel, I was playing Half-Life, which is an old game, and I'm excited to get into Deus Ex because it's reminiscent. It's from the same time, only I guess 2 years later, and this game has won a ton of awards. So I'm just gonna jump in and see what I've missed out on in the past 12 years. So we're gonna go new game. I'm gonna play on medium. The way I usually play these games is with a stealthier approach, but I'm gonna kind of try to do something balanced in this playthrough. So I don't want to just be sneaking around all hunky-dory forever, but I will definitely take guys down if I need to. Now, we've got some skills that we need to improve on, and in some of the messages that you guys have sent me previously, when I mentioned Deus Ex Human Revolution in the past, you said, play this game. And then further, some of you guys actually sent me some tips and things I should think about when I first started. And one of those tips was investing in computer skills right away because it unlocks a ton of stuff. So I'm gonna upgrade computer. I think I'll probably also do... We got electronics trained already. Did I just do that? Or was that already trained? Not sure, but oh well, it's trained, so that's cool. And then I might do lock picking as well, just because it seems like all of those might get us access to additional areas. You can obviously improve your weapons, which is cool. But for now, we're just going to stick with computers, electronics, and lock picking. So let's start the game and see what we can do.
Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage. He's relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience. And their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project?
among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. If necessary, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we will be crowned its kings. Not better than kings. Gods.
And here we go. This is Deus Ex. From what I can gather in that first interaction that we witnessed there, is they're spreading some type of plague and distributing, I guess, a vaccine called ambrosia, which would cure it, but there's not enough vaccine to go around, so then people get desperate, and it's causing all sorts of mayhem. It's already, like, it's a lot to kind of think about, and I don't even know if I'm fully grasping it, but hopefully the guys out there that are watching this that have played this before can kind of fill in some of those gaps for everybody else. If you leave a comment, that would be great. And here we go. I've played through this first section. So,
heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from HQ.
okay, so there's Paul running over to us now. Cool thing about this is, like, there's a ton of stuff that you can pick up. I don't know if I can just, like... Oh, there we go. I can just select it and use it.
Paul, I thought
Oh,
you were
I'm
in
drunk.
Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day?
It's not supposed to
Didn't
be
think
like
you have a
this.
choice.
There we go.
What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation. All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow.
So we have a couple options here. I tend to prefer playing a non-lethal type of playstyle as much as I can, although I can't say that this is going to be a perfect non-lethal playthrough, that's for sure. And I'll kill a bitch if I need to, you know? That's how it is. But I think I'm going to take the GEP gun to go up against heavy armor, in which cases my pistol just won't do anything, so I'm going to have that just in case.
Never know when I might come up against some heavy armor. Give me the GEP gun. The GEP gun might be useful. They have a security bot on patrol near the statue entrance. Great. What's the first move? I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue. I'll see how it looks on shore. Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue, but don't forget about Agent Herman. We think he's being held on the ground floor. What are my orders when I reach the command center? Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
So we've got a couple of things going on here. You can check out our objectives right here. The NSFs are directing the attack from the statue. They've set up a command center at the top. Get inside, locate the threat. Also, we have an informant at the North Docks. We're currently on the South Docks, and he's got a key to the statue doors. There's also one of the agents inside, and we want to break him out. That's a secondary goal. So, but he's on the ground floor, so we got to figure out how we're going to approach. There's a bunch of different approaches, but I mean, we'll figure it out as we go, I guess. Get a crowbar here. No surprise that that's in a game. I think crowbars were in every single game ever invented from the span of 1998 to the years now.
What's your take on the situation, Corporal?
The bots have them bottled up, sir. We'd go right in if it weren't for the whole back order.
How'd they get one of our agents?
Gunter went rogue on us. When the order came, he wouldn't pull back. Now you get to bail him out.
Okay, so Gunter's the guy we're looking for. I am using a couple mods here. I'm using it's called the New Vision mod, also high definition texture pack, and Kenty's DirectX 10 renderer. And a lot of you guys had recommended that I do that since this game is so old, so thanks for all the private messages regarding that stuff. I've played through this first section, about 10 minutes of it, and just to kind of get a feel for the controls. I've also done the training beforehand, so...
You just gonna stay here? There's been some activity at sea. I'm going to watch the coast. Why'd they bring you back to New York? I don't know what they have planned. I messed up an assassination attempt on one of the triad leaders in Hong Kong. UNATCO pulled you out. It's a long story. You better head to the statue.
So he effed up some type of mission, and they're not very happy with him. Actually, I think he might give us other information if we talk to him.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper.
So they're repeating just to go back to the North Docks.
Which triad was UNATCO targeting? We'll talk about that later. How was your graduation? I want to hear what happened.
I'm in the way.
I wish I could have come. At the time, I could have cared less that Mom and Dad came to mine, but it was a good thing. The UN threw a dinner in honor of me, the first nano-augmented agent. I didn't know that. Guess I must be old news. Dad made a toast. I don't know if you remember his old brown suit. A toast? That doesn't sound like our father. It was hard for him in front of the diplomats, but he savored every moment. Strange how proud he could be when so much was due to our augmentations. Yes, he was proud. I believe that much. It was nice to have done something for him and Mom. I wish someone could have been there for you. I'm used to being on my own. One can be too self-sufficient, I'm coming to believe.
So I'm new to the Force, I believe, and my brother here has been through it. And is one of the more... I don't know if he's a veteran, but he's... Oh, here we go. We already got trouble.
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
So the cool thing is there's apparently a ton of different ways to go in this game, which is, you know, you think about this game coming out in the year 2000, that is incredible. Plus these guards are pretty observant, I would say. We'll see if we can take one down here. There you go. Come with me. Have a sleep. So, we kind of want to make our way around this thing and get to the North Docks on the opposite side. I'm not really sure how these guys are patrolling. But I also don't know what kind of, you know, field of view that they have, so I'm gonna take this guy down too.
Swear they found us.
I guess if you one time you hit them and they get stunned maybe, and then not so much, and then you hit them again and they're toast. So the only thing I'm not fully understanding here is this is UNATCO headquarters. Right here you can see UNATCO headquarters, Liberty Island, which is the, I guess if it's police or some type of enforcement that I'm a part of. So we have a headquarters here, and these terrorist NSF guys attacked it or something like that. Oh, I got a crossbow, sweet. So I'm not sure if it's just like, if that's terrible terrorist planning to attack right next to here, but maybe it's because I'm not sure who's bringing in the shipment of ambrosia, if that's us bringing it in, or what, and they're just trying to cut that off, and that just happens to be where we're bringing it, to our headquarters here, so...
Welcome aboard, Agent.
Thanks, bro. We gotta smash all the boxes we find. So these little things, these multi-tools, I'll show you really quick what a couple of these things will do. This can be used to manipulate code locks, cameras, autogun turrets, etc., etc. It's mostly on electronic items. Then we have these bioelectric cells, which recharge our augmentations. And what else do we have here? Gas grenade. We've got our cattle, or I call it my cattle prod, but it's a riot prod, basically a taser. I think you knock guys out, doesn't kill them. And we've got our big ass rocket launcher here, taking up 8 inventory slots. I don't know how long we're gonna keep that going, but. And also, each door has a 2 different strengths. There's a lock strength at the top and a door strength on the bottom. So those vary from door to door, and you can blow certain doors up, things like that. And it might change the number of lockpicks you need to use or something. I'm not 100%. I do know we need to pick this lock here. You can see there, 10%, 1 pick. So let's do that. Oh, cool. I didn't know you could actually just jump on boxes to break them. An EMP grenade, I like it. It's kind of a cool little... I don't really know what's going on down here exactly, but... little bunker.
Everything was clear an hour ago. Then, boom.
So yeah, I think the NSF has attacked this area, blown up the statue, and set up a temporary headquarters at the top.
Freight base is under lockdown till the danger's gone, Agent Denton.
Right. How you guys holding up?
UNATCO command made us pull back, I guess for Gunther's sake. What's the deal? We're ready to go in.
We're gonna take a minimum force approach, sir.
We're taking a minimum force approach. We're cops, after all.
Ask me. I think we should frag them all. You trespass on UNATCO property, you get pumped full of lead.
When due process fails us, we really do live in a world of terror.
Thought you nano-augs were supposed to be badass killing machines. Guess I was wrong.
Guess so.
Some advice. You get out there, you're gonna have to tangle with some real sons of bitches. Best thing is to pick them off from 50 or 100 paces with a scope. I scored an extra one from a couple of thugs we dropped down by the dock. You can have it for 700 credits. I also picked up some 10mm ammo and some crossbow darts. Say 200 for one and 60 for the other.
Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster?
Sure, I will. As long as Command has the rest of us on parade drill, someone might as well put this hardware to use.
I'm not gonna buy anything now because I'm pretty much broke.
I'll check back with you later.
We're already getting judged here for our augmentations, even by our own squad. And I've got what's called nano-augmentations, so I think it's little implants that affect probably the way I think, the way I perform. I do believe that there are other versions of augmentations where people have full limbs replaced and different legs, that kind of thing. I guess limbs and legs would be the same, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna try and get the sneak on this guy here. Looks like he might just be... Uh-oh. I'm not sure what path he takes. If he comes back around this way, then... Yeah, there we go. That's better. Oh, crap. Come on. There we go. So maybe if you get them right in the bum, then they go down in one shot. I'm not sure exactly how it works. Got one more guy around here. I think we can handle him, but again, I don't know what his path is. Cool thing about this game that I'm really excited to explore is that there's a ton of different ways to do things. Like, apparently to get into this building, there's like 3 or 4 different ways to do it. Which is, you know, there's modern games that don't give you that choice.
Be careful. The NSF has set up patchwork security systems
And
here.
bum shock.